whatever ISN page you want it to be.
No.
Okay. So the last time you were here, Isaac, which seems like forever ago, we talked about the law of sines. And it was the sine of A over A, the sine of B over B, and the sine of C over C. It is easy, right? So does anybody remember, what did we have to use the law of sine? Angle, side, angle.
Or angle, side.
No, we couldn't have ASS. Side, angle, side, and angle, side, side. So we couldn't have the ASS. All right, don't be an ASS. We couldn't have that. But today we can have the angle, side, side. Yes, we are. And the reason you couldn't have that is because when I draw my triangle, when I have angle, side, side, I could get this triangle, right? This is this side right here. But this side could also be there. Right? So it could be here, or this side could be here. It's the same size, but it makes two different triangles. And that's why in geometry you couldn't have this, because you couldn't prove it. But in trig, we can prove this, and we are going to. What? Okay, Isaac, watch. You see this? This side? So if I take this and I put it here, it's going to make a triangle also. But this angle and this angle are two different angles. So that's two different triangles. Two triangles. Okay? Don't start whining until you've seen it. You don't even know. You don't even know if it's hard yet. Whiny. All right. So we call it the ambiguous case because you can have two triangles. And we can have 0, 1, or 2 triangles. All right. And there's stuff at the bottom, and I'm going to come back to that. I want to start on the example. I know. I'm going to come back to that. So if I have this triangle, and this is 61, and side A is 55, and side C is 35, what can I find? If I'm given those three things, what can I find? I can, not yet. So I have two sides, but it's not a right triangle, so we can't do Pythagorean theorem.
Split it.
So we can find angle C, okay? That's what we can do. So let's definitely not do that. No.
Because somebody said it was two triangles. I'm like, just split it, and you get your two right triangles.
We are not doing that at all. No, we're not doing that. We're using the law of sine. Do you have a real question? Do you have a real question, Isaac? Ask it quickly.
Well, it's not about math.
No. Okay, Jade, I'll do that.
Okay, I just thought.
Jake.
Okay, now it's all labeled. There you go. Okay.
You forgot A.
I didn't forget A.
Oh, no. You're right.
No?
She didn't.
It's there. It's 61 degrees. Okay. So I want to find angle C. So I'm still going to cross multiply.
It's the same thing, huh?
Almost. And then I'm going to divide by 55. So find this answer.
All right, everybody get your calculators out.
I didn't know you did calculate. Save the best for last.
I got .556.
Okay, so
Are we still truncating now?
okay, so listen. So that number you just found, that equals the sign of C. But I want C, not the sign of C. So we have to do the inverse of that number. Okay? So whatever this number was, you have to take the inverse of that.
How you do that on the
It's on there.
Because I didn't use the.
I got 33.82.
Yeah, because I didn't use the whole thing. I just did it first.
Okay? So I got 33.82. That's okay. That's all right. Okay. So now I have to test, and I have to see if there's 0, 1, or 2 triangles. Okay.
Quick, this is a question about math.
The reason we're getting different numbers is depending on how you put the number.
Truncated.
Well, I used the whole number. I stored it and used the whole number. So if you truncate, it's probably like 33.55 or something. All right, there you go. So, but if you don't, truncate it like at 4. No, it's not going to be wrong. Okay. So now, since this is an angle side side, I have to decide whether I have 1 or 2 triangles. And so there's a huge list on the front of conditions that you could memorize that would tell you. But since I couldn't get you to even memorize the trig identities, we won't be memorizing anything. But what we'll do is you have to test each case that is an angle side side to see if there's 2 triangles. And this is how you do it. You take this angle right here, and I'm going to take 180 minus that. So what do you get when you subtract?
You would get out of the
I get 146.18. I just used this right here. Shh, what? All right, we just covered that. No. Okay, so it was 146.18. Or 146 point something. You're going to have point something, okay? But it's 146. So how much did I start with? What was the given? So add the 61 back in. And when you do that, you get 207.18. Shh, it's not. So is this bigger than 180?
Yes.
That means that the angle can't flip. It can't. So you only get 1. So if it's under 180, then we're going to have 2. But if it's over 180, you only get 1. So we're only going to do 1. I'm going to show you a 2 triangle in a minute. Isaac, put your phone down. And I can put it on my desk if you need me to help you with that. All right. So since this is over 180, I know I only have 1 triangle. Okay? This is greater than 180. 1 triangle. So that means that this is angle C. So if I have angle C and angle A, can I find angle B? We can. Okay. Bruno, do you want to go sit in the auditorium? I'm sure I can find something. So if we subtract angle B, I get 62.66.
So what are we looking for?
Okay, so you're looking to fill in the triangle. So I have angle A, B, and C. Do I have side A, B, and C?
No,
What?
you have
I don't have,
side B.
I don't have this. So how can I find this?
No,
So,
Sign of B over.
right. So B is 62.66.
Sine of 60. Wait. Okay, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
It is.
On you today.
I know. Thank you.
Wait, what?
I make mistakes all the time. It is 85:18. Thank you. And so,
And said, what the?
hey.
I said, Anderson.
Yeah. Cross multiply and find B. You heard me.
I'm just
Oh, my biceps look at my S's, and that's confusing.
61 over 16. So we're still not done over here yet.
Do you have all the information? Do you have all three angles?
See, dude.
Hey, what'd you get?
How'd you get?
C is 35, 35.
So we're only looking for the. How do you get B?
Okay, so listen, you guys, I don't understand what you're having a problem with.
Did you
We
run
need,
backwards?
I didn't.
It wouldn't be sine 61 equals 55. Yeah, you did right there.
Okay, so I wrote what backwards?
Like the way we always do it. You know, because sine 61 would go first.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter because it's a proportion. Okay, so look, you're going to know you're done when you can fill in all six things for the triangle. Do we have angle A? Yes, it was 61. Did I find angle B? Yes, it was 85. Angle C was what? 33. Side A was 55. Side B, we just found. Yeah. And C was given. So you found everything.
But why does it seem like so much more?
What?
Why does it seem like so much more?
I don't know why it seems like so much more.
That was a lot.
It's not.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even
Just on that last part. Like, how do you divide sine of 61 divided by B?
You're crossing multiplying and solving for B. So take 55 times sine of 85.18, divide by sine of 61.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, there you go, Jada. I filled it all in. Okay, this is what we need. You're welcome.
A, B, C.
Okay, so this is what I need. You know you're done when you fill it all in. So angle A is 75. I know B is 71 and A is 51.
Is there a way how, you know,
I just gave you the way. So, what?
How do you know what we should do the inverse?
So, okay. So the question is, how do I know when to do the inverse? So, okay, so you have to see. So, for instance, on this one, when I set this up, how am I going to set it up? I'm going to take the sine of 75 over 51 equals, so I have this, right, Jada? And when I cross multiply, I'm going to take this times this and divide it by this. But it's the sine of B, so I have to do the inverse. Okay? So pick up your handy-dandy calculator and type this puppy in, and what do you get? What do you get?
I got 1.344.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Take the inverse of it.
so what do I type in?
cross multiply
I don't know how to store stuff on here.
times 71
I don't know how to store stuff on here.
and divide by 51.
I got 4,700.
No. You can, shh. So listen to me. It will store it. It's not letting you store it by giving you error. That's not the problem. So when you took the sine of 75 times 71 divided by 51, you should have gotten, I think it's like 1.7. What's the biggest number for sine? 1. So if I take the inverse of 1.7, can I do that? No, you're getting an error because there's no triangle here.
That makes sense.
Why did you get 1.7?
If you get an error, it means there's no triangles possible.
So this is impossible.
This is impossible. You can't do this one. Do you need me to take your phone for you? Okay, this triangle isn't possible at all. I can't come up with that B. It's a no triangle.
Wait a minute, you got no error though, bro?
What?
You got no error? You got error?
Yeah.
I don't know what I typed in, but I didn't get error.
I didn't get error either.
Okay, you didn't take the inverse of 1.7 something then. Yeah.
Store
Why 1.7?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
never mind. I got it now. It says syntax error or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, shh. So, on the first triangle, hey, listen. On the first triangle, we got one triangle. On the second, we got none. So how many do you think we're going to get this time? 2. So pay attention. You still do. You still do. We are having fun. We're having fun. I don't know why I'm getting all this grumbling so early today, but you're having fun. Oh my gosh. You want the B up here? Is that? There we go.
It doesn't matter where you put it.
It doesn't matter, but that's okay.
Your whole life matters.
Okay, for you, I fixed it. I fixed it. There.
He said, oh,
Wait, did you just...
All right. Nobody cussed. All right. So what's the first thing I can find? I have this and this, so I have sine of 40 over 54. So see, I don't have either one of them. So I can find B. So I'm going to take the sine of B over 62. So, Jada, what do I have to do at the end of this one? You got to find the inverse because I'm looking for the angle. So I'm going to take 62 times sine of 40 and divide by 54.
0.738.
So is that less than 1? So I'm going to get a B this time, correct? All right, so what is the B going to equal?
I got 47.56.
That's what I got. So we got 47.56. What?
When I do the STO or whatever and I save it.
Okay, you know, I don't know, but just find this answer because I'm moving on, and I'll mess with the calculators with you in a little while, okay? This is why you're confused because we never finish a problem. Just put your hand down and let me finish. All right, so once I have B, I have to test if there's 2 triangles. That's the first thing I have to do. I have to test if there's 2. So I'm going to take 180 minus 47.56, and what does that give you? And then I'm going to add the 40 back in. This is less than 180, so I get two triangles. So the first triangle is going to have angle B is 47.56. That's going right there. 47.56 for B. But the second triangle that I can have is going to look like this. So here's the second triangle. And this time, I'm going to use this as my angle B. Because it's the ambiguous case. It can flip back and forth. So you get two triangles. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. Now the sides don't change. The sides don't change.
So then what's our actual answer?
So your actual answer is you have to fill in the triangles twice this time. You're going to have angle A, angle B, angle C, A, B, C. You're going to have the same thing on the other side. Work with it. So we know angle A is 40. I know angle B is 47.56. I know side A is 54. And I know side B is 62. Over here, I have 40. I have 132.44. And this is 54 and 62. So how do I find angle C? We don't even have to do the sign to find angle C. We're just subtracting. So we take 180 minus 40 minus 47.56. Is it 92.44? And then this one is 7.56. So what's the last thing to find in both of these? Side C. So I'm going to use sine of 40 over 54. And this one I'm going to use sine of 40 and then you just find your two C's, and then you're done. Okay, so what was your question? So you don't even remember it. What's your question? Should it have gone off?
What time is it? We can't look it up. It should have.
What? Yeah, see, it had nothing to do with what I was doing. Yeah.